I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a round earther. Actually, what I am somebody who has left the cult of science.
And now we're going to talk about dear friend of the show, Candace Owens, who still has me blocked on Twitter because the right-wing commentator is now openly flirting with flat earth conspiracy theories. To be clear, she hasn't gone all in on flat earth, but she's now describing herself at the very least as somebody who isn't a round earther. Take a listen to this clip from her show.
Guys, imagine being married to me. My poor husband, he rolls over. He's like, "What are you reading?" And I feel like a regular wife says something, I don't know, maybe a love series, Nora Roberts, sweeping her away. Me, on the other hand, he rolled over, he asked me, and I said, "Oh, I'm reading a flat earth theory." And it dawned into an entire conversation. He's like, why are you reading a flat earth theory? And I'm like, because somebody messaged me on Manect about it and they included some links and I'm just reading them. I don't know. I'm just an interested person. No matter what, if there's a bunch of people that believe something, I now want to know what it is that they believe. And of course, he pushed me on this and he was talking about the earth curvature and science. And I said to him, listen, I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a round earther. Actually, what I am somebody who has left the cult of science. I have left the mega church of science because what I have now realized is that science, what it is actually, if you think about it, is a pagan faith.
Candace, babe, your Delulu is showing. Honestly, guys, this is the right-wing equivalent of what I often talk about with woke people. It's good to be open-minded, but if you're too open-minded, your brain can fall out. The earth is not flat. And while I share Candace's desire to understand what people believe when some people believe something, I do share that, and that it does apply to flat earthers. The fact that she's at least partially buying into it, saying, I don't know if the earth is round, I'm not a round earther, is really concerning to me. The fact that she's even entertaining such a ludicrous and fact-free conspiracy theory, honestly, shows how gullible she is. I mean, people have extensively observed and documented the curvature of the earth, both from the air, from planes really high up, from mountaintops, from really high points of elevation, and even from space. And regardless, even without any of that, without confirmation in ways we can see, so much of our science that we know, our understandings of physics, doesn't make any sense or work on a flat earth. But we can observe and confirm that it does work exactly the way you would expect on a round earth. Regardless, when we're talking about conspiracy theories, in terms of flat earth, there's no motivation that would possibly motivate people to have a vast conspiracy to lie about the shape of the earth. There's no motivation to do that. And the sheer number of people that would have to be in cahoots and keep it all under wraps to fake all of this stuff is astronomical, to the point that it makes it totally implausible, to the point of being laughable, at least to anybody who critically thinks about this for more than a few seconds. And the fact that Candace seriously entertains this nonsense is a red flag to her credibility. Now, I do understand to some extent why folks, including Candace, have lost faith in the scientific establishment, in the experts. I mean, how could anybody not have lost some faith in those people after the disastrous couple of years of COVID, when they were calling things conspiracies that turned out to be true, when they were knowingly misleading the public? I get that. I get being more skeptical and not just blindly deferring to experts and Dr. Fauci and all these types. I really do. I understand why people lost faith. But science itself is not a pagan cult, Candace. Science is a process of discovery by which we have learned tremendous amounts about the world and made unimaginable progress in the human condition. The problem is when things are presented as science that are actually agenda-driven or politically motivated. But the problem there is the distortion of science, not science itself. Again, it's valid to have lost some trust in the experts and in scientific institutions and to worry that they've been ideologically corrupted. But if you flip to the opposite extreme, and you suddenly start believing that everything scientists say and believe is wrong and untrue, to the point where you are actually entertaining the idea that the earth is flat, then babe, you're engaging in the exact same type of black and white absolutist thinking that the people engaged in when they put on their cloth masks and bought bobbleheads of Dr. Fauci. That's just my honest critique of Candace Owens' latest viral moment, but you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments and if you somehow buy into the flat earth conspiracy stuff.